I find it so important just for myself to take time to separate from the world. Take time out of each day and just kind of come back to myself. And yoga can be a way for us to remove ourselves from all of the concerns of the world, even if it's just for a little while. And there may be some part of us that feels selfish in doing that, but it's really the least selfish thing we can do, because we need to recharge ourselves. And so just coming back to sitting, to the simplicity of simply being alive. All right, just letting go. We want to change the way that other people think. We want to change the way some of the destructive ways of thinking in other people that we notice manifest in this world. And in a way, this is similar to the place that Arjuna is in the Bhagavad Gita. He's in a place of war. He's in a place of war, and the Bhagavad Gita takes place. It's like these moments that are just before the battle between families is going to begin. It's in the moments just between, and that's kind of where we are right now. We're in that moment where we've been in battle, we're retreating from battle, and we're preparing to go back into battle, in a sense, symbolically speaking. So the Gita gives us that moment to explore like, what is our role in this? Why are we, why do people behave like they do? Why do people say mean things or do things that are so stupid, things that are hurtful to themselves and to others? Why do people do that? And they're my family. I'm supposed to love them, Arjuna says to Krishna. How can I fight them? And so he's left dejected on the battlefield with Krishna, the divine form, the form of Vishnu in a human body, to listen to him. And in a sense, don't we also need to? It's okay. The Gita is, in a sense, saying it's okay to feel hopeless and dejected. This is Arjuna's circumstance, and we all find ourselves there at times. And we wonder, what can we do about the evil that's in the world? So in his attempts to correct Arjuna's perceptions, Krishna says something that's really powerful. He says, "There never was a time when I did not exist, nor you." There never was a time. This is the Yoga of Wisdom, chapter 2, verse 12. There never was a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor any of these ruling princes. And neither will there ever come a time when we cease to be. So already our perception is off when we think. I mean, do we think there was a time when we did not exist? If we go to before our birth, before our conception, do we think there was a time where we did not exist? If that's the case, Krishna is saying something different. He's giving a different message. There never was a time when I did not exist. What does that mean? That you did not exist. Nor will there ever be a time when we cease to be in the future. Do we think at the end that when we die, we will stop? There's nothing after that. So this calls into question our ideas about who we are. So what does this mean? What does this mean for us? And what what about this? We may not even have to agree with it. We don't have to believe. This is not about believing in Krishna. But what about this statement can be nourishing to us at this time? What about this particular statement? There never was a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor any of these ruling princes. And neither will there ever come a time when we cease to be. What about that? Whether we agree with it or not, what about that in this moment can be nourishing for us? Here's Arjuna thinking, he's giving up hope. He's given up hope. He's dejected. And he doesn't even care if he dies. What if there was never a time when we ceased to exist? What would that feel like in our bodies? We've been around forever. Can we connect with that part of ourselves that's been around forever, making hopelessness mute? We have all the time in the world. We have all the time in the world to be bodhisattvas. We come back again and again. We don't have to fix everything in this moment. But sometimes we do have to fight against those who maybe hurt others or hurt themselves even. But right now, what can we do? This taking this moment before battles, reconnecting with that which is immortal in us. Just as Arjuna is doing on the battlefield. All right, let's begin to circle our bodies, just like Earth circles around the sun, the axis of our spine circling around our hips. All right, just as the Earth circles around the sun circles around the galaxy, the Milky Way. So too, our bodies make circles. Let's make some circles. Maybe making the circles a little wider, making our circles a little bit wider if possible in certain areas, kind of like an elliptical shape, making like an elliptical shape with our circle, elongated circle. Softening the muscles around our head or around our neck as we circle around. And then stretching our feet, our legs forward, making some more circles with our feet, letting our feet circle around our ankles. Use your hands to support your back as you circle your feet around your ankles, making those circles. And now making a circle with our hands, stretching them forward, up, and bending our elbows, pushing forward. So making like a circular motion. with our arms, with our hands, circling them around, bringing them up a little bit, coming in, pressing them forward towards our feet, engaging our core here. And let's just kind of fold forward here, tucking our chin, rounding our upper back, and letting gravity, this force that propels the earth around the sun, that keeps us grounded, allowing gravity to work on our upper back and neck by drawing our forehead down towards our knees. And not resisting that pull of gravity down. And slowly coming back up. Let's come onto our hands and knees. And then into downward dog. Walking our feet in place, stretching the backs of our legs. Opening up our shoulders a bit. As you straighten your left knee, draw your right shoulder down. As you straighten your right knee, draw your left shoulder down. Back and forth like this. Left knee, right shoulder, right knee, left shoulder. Take your time here. You will accomplish what you need to accomplish. It might take longer than you expected, but it will happen. Okay, let's look forward and begin to walk our hands, walk our feet to the front of our mat, catching our hands here, lifting our hands to our shins, lengthening out our back. Shifting the body forward over the toes. Lowering the head again, letting the neck muscles disengage. And let's sweep the arms out to the side and up, overhead. Reaching up tall, lock the thumbs. Locking the thumbs. And drawing the palms together. So our first big circle, this circle we're making with our whole body, and it's in connection with the sun. So if you like, you could point your eyes in the direction of the sun, not looking at the sun, but just point your body, the front of your body, facing the sun. Sun salutations. Circle the hands up overhead, looking up and bowing forward. Bending the knees, step the left foot back. Lower the left knee down. Lift the head. Right foot comes back to meet the left, downward dog. And lower the knees. Straighten the elbows, lift the tailbone. Hold here. Lifting the tailbone, straightening the elbows, strong through the triceps. And then shifting your body forward as you bend your elbows, tucking them in, lower down. Rest your whole back side. Uncurl your toes. On your next in-breath, lift the head and shoulders up. Press into the hands to help support your back. Draw the shoulder blades together. Engage your core, your buttocks, curl your toes under, push up. Down dog. Walking your feet a little closer to your hands to draw the heels down. Looking forward, step the left foot forward, lowering the right knee. Real mindful here of your hips. Real mindful here of your hips. And stepping the right foot forward. Tucking the chin, lower the head. Sweep the arms overhead, lengthen up. Breathe in. And palms come together in front of the heart. Inhale the arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale the right foot back. Exhale the left foot back. Lower the knees, come down. Inhale, lifting the head up. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the right foot forward. Exhale the left foot forward. Lift the head and arms. Inhale. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Continue. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale the left foot back. Exhale the right foot back. Strong through the hands. Lower the knees. Come all the way down. Exhale. Inhale up. Press lightly into the hands. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the left foot forward. Exhale the right foot forward. Inhale up. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Right foot steps back. Arms coming over the legs and bending the front knee. Hold here in warrior. Become like a warrior, opening up the rib cage, open the heart. Breathe here. Reverse warrior. Right hand comes behind the back. Left hand over the head, opening up the left side. And the left hand comes down to the knee. Right hand over the head, stretching the right side. Breathe. Right hand returns to the mat. Left hand returns to the mat, stepping the left foot back, downward dog. Shift forward, lower the knees and lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward to the front of the mat. Drop the back heel and begin to lift the arms up, lifting the head. Right hand comes forward. Warrior two. Looking just past your right hand. Breathe. Open the ribs. Bringing the left hand behind the back, right hand overhead. Reverse warrior. And right hand comes, right elbow to right knee, left hand over the head. Breathe. Lower the left hand down to the mat. Right hand down to the mat. Step the right foot back, downward. Shift forward. Lower the knees if you want. And lower the whole body. Exhale fully. Inhale, lifting the front side up. Careful of your back. Exhale to downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Inhale. And begin to lift the arms up. Continue to lift the arms overhead. Holding here. Bending the front knee. And turn the hands around the wrists. Stretch out the wrists a bit. And then clasping the forearms behind the back. Clasping the forearms behind the back and lifting the chin up. Straightening the front knee. Folding over the front leg. You may want to walk your back foot closer to your front foot here. Draw the right hip forward as you bend forward. Unlock your left knee here. Take your time. There's no hurry to get into a forward fold. Just your feet, right? Listen to your body. Let your body be your teacher. Feel that stretch in the back of your left leg. You may not need to come very far forward for this to be effective, for stretching the hamstring muscle. So key for keeping the back healthy, as well as the knees. Stretching the hamstring really helps keep the knees healthy and the low back. As long as we're not stretching our back here, our low back especially, can keep the back healthier by stretching the hamstring. Let's release the hands. Go ahead down, bend the left knee, bring the hands down slowly to the mat. Mindfulness of the body here as we push into the hands, step the left foot back, downward dog. Take your time. Breathe. Softening the neck. Shifting forward to plank, lower the knees. If you want to, lower down. Exhale. And inhale, upward dog or cobra to downward dog. Rolling over the toes. Heels coming down. Lengthen the back. Soften the neck. And breathe. Ready? Let's step the right foot forward. Almost got confused there. Which foot to step forward? Right foot forward. Check the distance between your front and back foot. Change it if you need to. As you prepare to lift your hands off of the mat, you can bring them up to your knee. Use your knee for support to lift your back up, or just lift them up. Okay. Draw the shoulders back, reach the arms overhead. Bend the front knee. Left hip comes forward. No pain in the back at this time, at least not as a result of doing this posture. Okay, let's clasp the hands, clasp the forearms behind the back, if possible. Relax the shoulders as much as you can, lifting the chin up. Breathe. Straightening the front knee and beginning the process of folding forward to stretch the hamstring. Some people can bring their forehead all the way down to their knee, but we don't want to get caught up in the external form of yoga. If we're feeling a stretch in the back of our front leg, let's stay there and allow that discomfort in the back of the leg to be there. Stretching the hamstring usually brings very positive results. So we want to stay with where the stretch is in our body, not trying to conform ourselves to some external picture we have of what correct yoga is. Our body can be our teacher here. Arjuna gets caught up in the external forms of how things are supposed to be, and he gets dejected. Isn't that our problem too? We want things to be a certain way. We have an image of it, how it's supposed to be or how it's supposed to go. And Krishna is telling Arjuna, listen to what is. All the molecules, come back up. All the molecules, all the atoms in our body have been around since the very beginning. When have we not been? When have we not been? All right, let's release the hands. Step the feet together, bring the feet together. See the results of what you've done, the karma of your action, karma yoga. Checking in with these atoms swirling around, finding the movement in this stillness. Electrons swirling around protons right here, right now. We feel the flow of energy through our body. Constant movement in stillness. These atoms have been around since before our birth. Feel that energy flow in the body as you come to standing. Okay, let's try eagle pose. For this one, for eagle, you might want a chair or to be close to a wall to hold on to. Bend the left knee and wrap the right leg around the left leg. Right? Or just crisscross at your thigh. Right? Arms can help with balance. It's kind of like an eagle's wings. Or you could wrap the right arm around the left, bringing the palms together. My right hand is a little bit lower than my left hand here. And hold 3, 2, breathe. 1, and release. Remember, you can always release sooner than me if you need to. Lowering the arms, release the leg and stand. Feel the results, the karma of having done this activity. All right, let's try this on the other side, shifting the weight into the right foot, slight bend to the right knee. Lifting, beginning to lift the left leg up. Let's take this slowly. There's no hurry here to get into an external form. We wrap, we just bring the left foot over to the opposite side of the body. Maybe just keeping it there, or maybe wrapping it. Right? Arms come up. They can stay out here if you want them to, or bring the left arm under and wrap it around the right. And hold. Breathe. And 3, 2, 1. Release the arms first. Bring them out. Take your time. Release the foot. Stretch the leg out. And land. Notice the action, the result of this action. All right. Let's come close to a wall. You may want to bring your mat right against the wall, the short edge of your mat right against the wall for this next one. And we'll do a downward dog, facing away from the wall. So bringing your heels right up to the edge of the wall. See how that feels to be in downward dog with your heels right up against the wall. Decide how much space to have between your hands and your feet. Check out the play in your back here. You can walk your hands away from your feet if you wanted to. Maybe a little rocking here. Shoulders open up a bit. And then straightening your right knee. Lift your left foot up on the wall. You can also have your right knee bent here if you need. Right knee can be bent. We're just straightening our left foot, left leg up onto the wall. And hold here. Breathe. Feel that stretch in the left hip. Okay, now we're going to prepare for pigeon. Bend the left knee. Draw it towards the chin. Shift the body forward over the hands and gently drop the left knee near the hand. Right. And leave the back toes curled. Walking the hands closer to the hips. Adjust your left knee if you want to. Turn, look over your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. Come back to center. So that gives us a sense. You can do that a few times if you want. Looking over your left, then your right. Feel the range of motion that's allotted to you in your back. And then coming back to center if you want to. And maybe releasing the pressure, releasing the exertion in your arms. You might notice your head starts to come forward. You can brace yourself on your elbows. Takes the pressure off of your hands, somewhat off of your shoulders. And just resting here. At the same time we're resting, we're also giving a nice stretch to the left hip. You could roll to your left a little bit, like lean to your left a little bit so that your left thigh comes to the ground. And kind of lean back to center. Bring the hands to the mat. Straightening the elbows, strong through the shoulders, squeeze the elbows, begin to engage your core as you lift your tailbone up, lift your foot off the ground, bring it back. Let's try the other side. Right leg comes up high on the wall, right foot high on the wall. Move around, find space in your body. Not settling for being cramped. Bend your knees if you have to. Try not to conform your body to a perfect external posture that's outside of your range. Listen to what's going on inside. All right, let's bend the knee fully and draw it towards the chin, engaging the arms as you gently lower the knee to the right hand. Take a moment for your body to adjust in this posture. Roll your shoulders a little bit if you want to. Look over your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. Feel that play in the back and how it affects your hips. And roll to the right, or just kind of lean to the right so that your right leg, your right thigh kind of presses down. Maybe it comes down. You can also brace yourself with bringing your elbows down to the mat. Maybe your head comes down as well. Nice, easy breath here. All right, coming back up, bring the hands to the mat, lifting the head, engage your shoulders, squeeze, draw your shoulder blades together, then squeeze, kind of draw your shoulders down, lengthening the neck, pushing into the hands, especially the heels of the hands, and elbows straight as you engage your core, lift your knee, lift your leg up, lift your tailbone up, straightening your knee, sending your right foot back to meet your left foot. You can do a little greeting back there. Straightening your knees maybe a little bit. And breathe here in downward dog. All right, let's come on down. Draw the knees down. Make your way to one side. And then resting your whole side, rolling over onto your back, recenter onto your mat. Resting your legs in whatever position is suitable for your body now. Not getting caught in the external forms of that things take. Coming into harmony with the reality of your own life, your own body. Let your body be your refuge now. Resting your arms in a way that is suitable for your body. As you're noticing your head touching the ground, as you're noticing yourself being horizontal, and as you notice yourself slowly disengaging muscles throughout your body, notice any changes, internal shifts, moves to a place of ease and space. We practice letting go on the physical level and relaxing the muscles. On the spiritual level, we practice for the inevitability of our death. We practice for the inevitability of our death. How do we want to be on our deathbed? Fighting it, fearful, angry, or accepting, loving, forgiving? We can practice for our death at this moment. Loving, kindness, forgiveness could be our source, could be our foundation. Continue to remain in silence for the next 3 minutes, starting now. Beginning to wiggle the toes and fingers, slowly waking up. And of course, you are certainly welcome to stay resting on your back if you so choose. You don't have to move here at all. I'm just beginning to roll my legs a little bit, bring life back to this body, a kind of resurrection. Returning to the body. Roll to one side. If you want to roll to your left, go ahead and roll to your left. Coming on to the left side of your body or the right side, either way is fine. Pause here for as long as you need to. And then transitioning to a seat when you're ready, if you're ready. reflecting on this verse from the Gita. There never was a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor any of these ruling princes. And neither will there ever come a time when we cease to be. So put that into your pipe and smoke it. Okay. All right. Thank you all. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Nawab.
See you, Nawab. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.